I never knew there was a love like this before. Hey, come on. Never had someone to show me love. Love like this before. What a tune. Come on. If you know, then you know. Do you know? Okay, before we get into today's video, I would like to give a huge shout out to Amo Love. She has been consistently supporting my channel and commenting on my posts like there is no tomorrow, and I could not leave her support unnoticed. So I just had to give this girl a shout out today because I really appreciate every single comment that she leaves on my profile. I also want to give a shout out to Miss C because she has also been commenting on my nail videos, and I appreciate her also. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to those two people. Not that I get that much videos on my videos anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. The channel will grow and eventually, I hope. But, you know, I'm going to get straight into today's video because we have got a lot to get through today. So, oof, let's go. I also want to say, sorry, before we get into it, that if you want to, I think people have every right to skip through the video if they want to. You are not obligated to sit here and watch the whole hour from start to finish. You can skip, you can go to whatever section of the video that you are here for. You do not have to watch this from start to finish. It is your choice. Pretty sure this is something that a lot of you guys are aware of already, but I just wanted to confirm that myself and say that physically for myself so that my viewers are aware that I am not offended by you skipping through my content. With that being said, we can now get straight into today's video because it is a long one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a long one. So I hope you stay tuned because I got a lot of information for you guys today. First thing that I'm going to be showing you guys today is how I created this table. I did not get this idea from myself. I watched this video on Selena Ridden's YouTube channel, which was extremely helpful, especially tip number 4, as she goes on to explaining about this table that she created, where she jots down her gel removal, her prep, her building the apex, her filing, and then she's able to jot down how long it takes her to do each section, and she can see what section takes her the longest and where she needs to improve. And I think that that's such a great idea, especially for beginners, with breaking down your speed and trying to figure out where it is that you need to improve your speed upon. So that's the table that I'm going to be creating today with a little bit of a twist, because my table does not look exactly like Selena's. I have found my own way to take the table and make it my own. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys watch me create the base of the table and then I will come back in. Once I completed the table, this is how it was looking. Now I decided to break down my nail structure into 4 sections: prep, application, filing, and design. Now I also decided to include a goal of what time I wanted to achieve, as well as the real time that I actually did it in. Now I wanted to include this because I wanted to have an idea of I wanted an idea of how long I wanted to take on a set, as well as being able to write down how long it actually took me. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking a scrap piece of paper. I'm working out how long I want each section to take me so that I can finish the nail set within the time frame that I want. So say for instance, I want to be able to do a set in an hour and a half. So I need to work out how long each section will take me so that I can complete a set in an hour and a half. So my prep is 2 to 5 minutes. My application is 40, filing is 20. That is now an hour and 5 minutes. So now I need to be able to do my design in about 20 to 30 minutes to be able to do a set in an hour and a half. I hope I'm making sense, guys. I really hope I am. So that's the numbers that I'm going to be putting into my table now that I have worked out how long I want a set to take me. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Personally, I think I could have stretched to 10 minutes for my prep, because I think 2 to 5 minutes is a little bit unrealistic. Like, who the hell do I think I am? 2 to 5 minutes? Like, really? Girl, you ain't gonna do that. You know you're gonna go over the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was just a little bit unrealistic. But ho hey, it is what it is. So as you guys can see, I am now starting my prep. I've already clicked start on my timer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys watch this. Now that the nails are completely prepped, I can go ahead and stop the timer. And this is where we are at. I knew I was going to go over because 2 to 5 minutes for prep is a little bit unrealistic, especially when you're using tips. So now I'm just going to write in 13 minutes, 7 seconds, because obviously that's how long I took for prep. I'm not going to beat myself up about it because it's the whole reason why I made this book, so that I can work on my speed. So I'm just going to, it is what it is. I went over. Next time I'm just going to try and be better than my last. You know what I mean? That's yeah. And I'm going to write the date in because I want to record the day that I do it so that I am aware of how my progress is going. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, that's why I'm including the date as well. I also sometimes I don't finish the set on the same day, and I want to make sure I record that. So if I'm doing it next day, the defiling or the design, I want to make sure that I can record that. Now we can get into the next section, which is application. I actually forgot to start the timer on this one. I forgot to start it on the design as well because I'm just very forgetful. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, But this is the practice, this is the reason why we're practicing. So I will get better. I'm just gonna keep going and I'm gonna let you guys watch what I'm doing. The application for the next two nails I attempted to do in like a one bead method, which kind of became a two bead method. I first started by the cuticle area and I was pushing the product up close to the cuticle but not into the skin. And then I began dragging the product down from the middle of the bead, and then I added some more product. I don't think I necessarily enjoy doing the one bead method, but I can see how much faster it is in comparison to the three bead method that I did on the ring finger and the pinky finger. The reason why I attempted to change my method is because I was trying to pick up speed while I was doing my application. I wanted to try, do this application the quickest I ever have, and I think I did. So yeah, that's why I decided to try and change from doing the three bead method to like a 1/2 bead method. I also don't think I like the way, I don't know, like I don't like how, I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm very bad at explanations, hence why I don't usually do voiceovers on my channel, because I'm not very good at explaining things. But I'm gonna try my best to get you guys to understand what I'm trying to say. And I don't like the way it structures the nail. I personally believe that I prefer the way the nail is structured when you do it in three beads. I wasn't able to see where the apex was. It was just a flat nail, and I felt like I wasn't necessarily building the correct structure that it is meant when you are, or is needed when you are building long nails especially. So that's the only reason why I don't necessarily enjoy doing the one bead method. I just feel like the whole apex placement for me goes out the window, and I don't necessarily have an apex. The shape might be there, or but I feel like the nail's just a really flat nail, and as a beginner, I am attempting to build structure and long lasting nails, and an apex is what helps you create that, as well as, a smooth cuticle and, good prep and all of those stuff. So that's the only reason why I don't like the one bead method. I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah, each to their own. I know that it's a very good method. It's probably because I'm working with polygel. It would probably be a lot easier with acrylic. It might be easier for me to maneuver the product and stuff like that. So yeah, although I have never used acrylic before, I definitely like to work with my polygel as if it is acrylic. So as you guys just saw me pick up another bit of polygel and I placed it in this corner here where I thought it needed more product. That's the same thing that you would do with acrylic. You'll dip your brush in your monomer, you'll pick up your bead and you'll apply it wherever it's needed. And I do the exact same thing with polygel. I treat it exactly like it's acrylic. I just add where it needs to be and fix whatever needs to be fixing if I think the nail isn't looking the way it needs to, basically. Okay, now that is the end of my application, I can go ahead and press stop on the timer, and boom, guys, I did this in 25 minutes, yo. I was so hyped when I looked at that timer. Like, that's a really good time for me. I have never done an application that quick ever, like, period. To be fair, I probably should have kept that timer going because I did end up going in with another bead and perfecting this index finger because I just thought the apex was too flat. I also didn't actually start the timer at the beginning. I started it on the ring finger. So technically, I actually probably did this application in about 30 to 40 minutes because I didn't start the timer at the right time. But I did bear that in mind when I was calculating how long this set took me overall. So, but you guys will hear that at the end. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. So all I'm doing with this bead is I'm working it up into that cuticle area, and then I drag the product down from the bottom of the bead. I use the body of my brush to blend the two beads together and making that line where they join seamless so that you can't see it. You don't have to go in too much because you can get rid of this line with filing. So if you don't necessarily blend it fully, it's okay. But I like to make sure that I blend it as much as I can so that I don't have to do a whole load of filing. Once I'm finished with this now, I'm going to put it in my big lamp for a full cure of 120 seconds. The nail design that I ended up doing on these nails was not my original idea. Originally, I wanted to try and do graffiti, but I think I was a little bit big for my boots, basically. I got a bit excited, guys. I don't know who I thought I was, okay? But I just think I kind of jumped the rail a little bit. Here, I just got a pen and pad and I was basically practicing. I don't draw, guys. I don't know how to draw. I was just trying a little something, something. Hey, it didn't really go to plan, but I thought I will show you guys the process of what I attempted to do anyways, because hey, it's a progress and I'm gonna get there eventually. I'm just not there yet, you know. But it's a process. So I wanted to show you guys my mistakes because I also know a lot of nail techs and artists that don't necessarily show the growth or show their mistakes enough so that other people can feel comfortable in their mistakes too. And I want to change that on my channel. I want to show you guys my mistakes because I'm not perfect. I'm not a professional nail artist and I get things wrong and I make mistakes just like everyone else. So I'm going to start including those into my videos. And this is my first one. So, well, not my first one, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, yeah. I then tried to do it smaller because I'm not actually sure why I did it so big in the first place, but it just really wasn't going to plan. So I decided to pack it in. And yeah, we're going back to the nails. But as I said, I still wanted to show you guys my struggles that I was going through. You know, I attempted to draw, it didn't really work out. I gave up, but I'm not giving up forever. I'm just giving up for today because I just thought, you know what, Paris, today is not the day, girl. It's not today. You know what I mean? But I'm going to pick it up another day. I'm just giving it a rest for tonight. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into my filing. And I was so impressed with how these nails turned out after filing. I was like, yes, girl. Yes, that shape come through. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch my filing routine. I did chop some of it out because this video was getting long and I didn't want you guys to be sitting here for hours and hours watching me do nails. So I did cut some of it out And I also forgot to do the timer, but it's okay because I remembered. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna let you guys watch. Even though I cut out some of the footage of my filing routine, I still kept the timer going in the background. So this is when I've stopped my filing routine. So 20 minutes for filing is personally for me, who used to take about 3 hours to do filing, that is a huge improvement. Do you know what I mean? One hand took me like 3 hours just to file it. So I used to do a set in like what, 6 hours, one hand. So now that I'm able to do filing in 20 minutes, that's a huge improvement, like huge. Do you know what I'm saying? So if anyone out there is struggling with their time, their speed, I highly recommend timing yourself so that you can physically see and watch yourself improve. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I never thought I would see the day. I never thought. You know what I mean? And I'm so impressed. This is the first time that I've ever done this. I have never done a set this fast in my life, you know? So I'm going to keep going with this book. I like this book. It's a good little book, you know? I like it and I'm going to stick with it. So yeah, I think I probably should have kept the camera rolling again for this, because this kind of is a part of the filing routine, buffing the nails and getting them prepared for your design. So I definitely think I could have kept the camera rolling for like another, the timer rolling. So that probably would have been like another 5 minutes, maybe. So 25 minutes on filing, maybe. Because I'm not recording this at this present moment in time, which is obviously a part of the process as well. But it's not a big deal, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm using cuticle oil to buff the nails because it really leaves a nice matte surface for you to work on. And I really like that. So I'm just going in with my buffing block and I'm giving the nails a really good buff because I'm trying to get rid of all the ridges and scratches, especially from like when you're shaping the nail can be quite rough and coarse on the sides where you've shaped it. So that's where I kind of like to rub, you see, I like to rub there so that it's nice and smooth and not rigidy and like crusty, you know what I mean? I've also started using a microfiber cloth just to rub off the excess cuticle oil that doesn't come off from the buffing block, just because I don't want all them oils on the nail when I'm working on it. And I like to use a microfiber cloth because this is the type of cloth that doesn't have or collect any fluff. This is the cloth that you use to clean glass. So that's why I like to use like that type of material, because it's like fluff free basically. So now I'm going in with my I don't know how to pronounce this brand of gel polish, so I'm just gonna put the name on the screen for you guys. And I'm creating a French tip. Originally, as you guys saw, I was gonna go in and just do the French tip, but then I decided to do an outline first and then fill in the gaps. And I think I really like this method. I saw I saw this on Infinity Nails YouTube channel, and she did a outline French tip on one of her clients, and I was like, oh girl, that looked cute, and I thought maybe that's just like a great way to do French tip period, like in general, you know what I mean? Because it gives you're able to see where you want the smile line to be, because you've already outlined each side wall. So then you're able to see where you want the smile line to be in the middle of those two lines. So I just thought, yeah, I think I like that. So I decided to try that design, but I'm not leaving it plain. I am gonna fill the middle in so that it's a full French tip, because I don't want an outlined nail. I will do that design eventually, but not today. So yeah. Um, and then here I am, I'm taking my brush and I'm filling it in. And look at that French tip, yo. Yes, get it, girl. Hey, it looks so cute. I think it's a really easy way to get your smile line in the center of the nail. And yeah, I think I like this method, and I think I'm gonna try and stick to doing my French tips like this, because I like it. Yeah, I like it. After you have applied your top coat to your nail, you want to make sure you take your finger and wipe the corners of the nail so that you don't have any excess product bulking the sides of the tip of your nail. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I didn't do this on my pinky finger, and look what happened, girl. Look what happened. Do you see all of that bulk on the pinky finger? Like, because I didn't wipe the corners like that. That's all I needed to do, and I would have minimized all of that bulk product that I have there on the tip of the nail. So I definitely wanted to throw that out there because that's so important to the finished look of how your nails will come out. And as you guys can tell, in comparison to the index finger, it's not so smooth. It's not as it looks bumpy, it looks a little bit lumpy, and that's not what we want. After I finished the set, I referred back to my table and I noticed that I didn't actually include a total section for me to be able to add all the sections together and get an overall calculation of how long the set took me as a whole. Even though I don't have a designated section for that on my book, I'm still going to go ahead and add all the sections together so that I can get an idea of how long this set took me. So, after I added all those sections together, once I worked out the design, which was 25 minutes, I came to a total of 83 minutes, which I rounded to the nearest 10 and just said 84, which in hours is 1 hour and 40 minutes. Which if I was attempting to do my application in an hour and a half, that means that I only actually went 10 minutes over, which isn't that bad. You know what I mean? That's not that bad. So yeah, guys, that's literally it. I realized that the section that I need to work on the most is probably prep and design, because that's the two locations where I went over my time. So that's definitely the two sections that I need to work on. But guys, I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next one.